you're feeling stuck between Lake Elsinore and Corona, California, don't know which of the two is best for you, this video is going to help you decide. In this video, I'm going to be going over affordability, schools, lifestyle, and more, so you can feel confident to decide which of the two is best for you and your family, and we're going to get into it right now. What's going on, guys? Steven here with the Living North of San Diego channel. What we do in this channel is we go over all the information, all the areas that you need to know about living north of San Diego, Riverside County area. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time we post a new video. We post videos like this every single week. And also, guys, if you're looking to buy, sell, relocate to this area, make sure to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help and assist you guys. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking everything down between Lake Elsinore and Corona and deciding which of the two cities is the best fit for you. First, I'm going to start off by jumping on a map. I'm going to show you both where Corona and Lake Elsinore are located, just so you can get a good idea of as far as location goes. And then I'm going to be breaking everything down from affordability to lifestyle, from schools, and basically narrowing the two down, seeing which is going to be best for you and your family. So first, let's jump into the map so I can show you the location of these two cities. All right, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys on a map both where Corona and Lake Elsinore are located, okay? So we're going to start off with Lake Elsinore first, but let me just zoom out a little bit just to kind of show you. We're on the east end, Orange County. We're north of San Diego, and I guess south east of Los Angeles, for those who aren't familiar with this area at all. But let's start off with Lake Elsinore. Like I said, this is the north end of Lake Elsinore, Albert Hill. Very nice area, growing a ton of new homes, new communities, very popular. We've actually helped out a handful of families who have actually moved to this area who love it. They've been doing great there. And then also another popular area of Lake Elsinore is right here. That's called Canyon Hills. Extremely popular, very established, very good schools. So good schools for Lake Elsinore in this area close to the freeway. And you do have some shopping options here. And also you are very close and down the street from Menifee. Menifee is another great, really fast growing area. We'll make more videos on that another time. They do have a lot of shopping in Menifee, so another area to look into. They obviously have the lake, things to do there. Downtown, Old Town, Lake Elsinore is a really cool spot to go check out. Cool restaurants, things to do there. They also have a really good pizza spot called Stadium Pizza that you need to go check out. I'm not being paid to say that, but really good spot. We go there all the time with the family. And then on this end right here is where all the main shopping area of Lake Elsinore is, where the Costco, Walmart, Lowe's, Target is. And then also, it's not much to mention, but they do have the outlets in Lake Elsinore. It's not that great anymore. It used to be really good, but a lot of the big brand stores have pulled out, unfortunately, but it's still there. So cool thing about Lake Elsinore as well is the Ortega Highway. So if you're going to be commuting out to Orange County, more like the south end of Orange County, like San Juan Capistrano, San Clemente, Mission Viejo, this is a good highway to take because it cuts through the mountains. It leads you right to these areas. It is kind of windy, but that's a good option if you live in Lake Elsinore. If you want to be closer to Irvine, Santa Ana, Orange, Anaheim area, probably Corona is going to be a better area for you. But again, Corona is more expensive like Elsinore, and I'll get more into that later on in the video. I'm going to be going more into detail of that. So Corona is just on the north end of Lake Elsinore. Between Corona and Lake Elsinore is an area called Temescal Valley, but it's an unincorporated area of Corona. So it is Corona. On the address, it does say Corona. A lot of people who live there like to say I live in Temescal Valley. Corona has a ton to offer. Right off of the 91 and the 15 freeway, if you're not familiar with the area, 91 is a very popular freeway. It does get backed up quite a bit because everyone bloody uses it, but it takes you, leads you to Orange County, and also it doesn't lead you directly to LA, but it leads you to different freeways that will take you to LA. To get to Orange County, you take the 241 if you'd like. It is a toll road, so it's not free, or you can take the 55 that can take you straight to Irvine, Orange County area. Corona has a lot of shopping areas as well, okay? So you have a lot of, the Costco's, you got Dos Lagos, which is a shopping center area that's very popular. But because of how much Corona is growing, a lot of shops, a lot of different stores are coming to Corona. I mean, they've already been there, but a lot of different ones are coming. There are a lot of established communities in Corona already. This part of Corona here by the 91 is a little bit old. You got older homes as well as on this side, closer to the Riverside area. But over here, you really have really nice golf courses. If you like golfing, they do have new homes in Corona, but not that many options. You got a handful of options now because there's not much area to grow in Corona. But some of them will start, like I said, I'll get into the numbers and all of that in just a second when I get into those details. So these are the two areas that we're focusing on. Obviously Corona, Lake Elsinore. Just wanted to quickly show you the location of them, where they're at. If you want to have easier access to Temecula or San Diego area, definitely recommend Lake Elsinore. But if you're going to be closer to Orange County, the areas that I mentioned earlier, then Corona is probably your best bet. But both locations are really good. But now we're going to get into more of the details of affordability, location. Actually, we were talking about location, but schools and all the other stuff. We're going to get into that right now. So now that you know, as far as location goes, where the two are located, let's get into some important things as well that you need to know about each city. I'm going to first start off with affordability, and I'm going to start off with Lake Elsinore. So Lake Elsinore, and I'm going to be talking about new homes here, start at around $500,000 to $600,000. That's starting price. Some of these homes are going to be starting at a lot higher price, and that's for about a 4 to 5 bedroom home, and that's in Lake Elsinore. So Lake Elsinore starts at a pretty low price considering that the area that we're in. So let's jump over to Corona. Corona roughly starts at around $700,000 to about $850,000 for a new home. Again, that's a starting price depending on the size of the home. And a lot of these homes that I've seen and viewed myself that are new homes start in the millions. Right there, you can kind of see the difference between prices of Lake Elsinore and Corona. Lake Elsinore starting at around $500,000 and Corona starting at around $675,000 to $700,000. And that is a big difference. You're looking at around $150,000 to $200,000 difference starting price for a new home. So if you're looking for a good area that's more affordable, then definitely look into Lake Elsinore. The second thing is going to be commute. For Lake Elsinore, it's going to be a little bit longer of a commute than Corona. If you're looking to Orange County and LA, it is going to tack on about another extra 20 to 25 minutes at least onto your drive compared to Corona. But with Lake Elsinore, you have easy access to the Ortega Highway, which cuts through the mountains and it cuts through Orange County, so the south end part of Orange County. So that's another good thing about Lake Elsinore if you are going to be commuting to Orange County. But if you need to access the 91 to the 241, it is going to be a longer drive. With Corona, it is going to be a quicker commute. You're very close to the 91 freeway, so you can jump right into the 91 freeway to go out to Orange County or LA, or even going north up to Ontario area, Rancho Cucamonga area. You're right off the 15 freeway. So between Corona and Lake Elsinore, and we're talking about Orange County, LA area here, Corona is a lot better place for commuters because, like I said, it could save you anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes easily on your commute. So for commuters, definitely Corona wins on that one. Next thing that I want to talk about, which is extremely important, are schools. So schools aren't rated the highest in Lake Elsinore. You're looking at it between a 4 to 6 rating out of 10 in Lake Elsinore, which isn't crazy high. And obviously these are different sites that you can find online that you can review yourself. I always recommend you doing your own homework and not going off by what I say. But based on the reviews, based on the ratings, Lake Elsinore is up and coming. The schools have gotten a lot better over time. A lot of people who moved to Lake Elsinore have seen that the schools have gotten better. Also need to focus on the area. So if you're looking north of Lake Elsinore, there's an area called Albert Hill. They have really good schools there. And also the southeast end of Lake Elsinore, it's called Canyon Hills. They have really good schools there as well. But everywhere else, it's still getting better. It's improving over time. We've seen it improve. If we're comparing it to Corona, Corona has about a 7 to 9 out of 10 rating on their sites. So there is a kind of a big difference. There is a big jump when you're going from Lake Elsinore to Corona. In Lake Elsinore, a lot of people put their kids in private and charter schools as well. And if you have friends, then maybe you can put them in a different area if you'd like and if you're okay with the commute. But definitely Corona has better schools. They're more established. So a lot of people who are looking for good schools for their kids, definitely look into Corona. So if we're looking at schools, Corona is definitely going to win in that category. So the next thing is going to be lifestyle. And this is all depends on your lifestyle. This is not a right or wrong or a better or worse situation. It's literally just what works best for you. Lake Elsinore is going to be more of an outdoor lifestyle. There's more hiking. They have the lake there. There's more things to do outside. Versus Corona is going to be more suburban feel. There's not going to be much of an outdoor lifestyle. It's going to be more of an indoor, if you want to say, with more shoppings, more sit-down restaurants and stuff like that. If you're looking for that type of stuff, then definitely Corona. But if you're looking for that outdoor type of lifestyle, then Lake Elsinore is definitely going to be better for you. So for that one, lifestyle, there's no wins or losses for that one. It's just basically what works better for you. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is the weather. So if you like the heat, if you like the warmer weather, then Lake Elsinore is definitely going to be a better place for you. But if you don't, you want to live in a little bit cooler of an area, Corona is definitely going to be better for you. It's about a 5 to 10 degree difference. Even though they're just right next to one another, they're touching one another, Corona is definitely cooler, especially in the summertime compared to Lake Elsinore. Lake Elsinore can definitely get pretty warm. They definitely be in the hundreds a few weeks out of the year. Corona, you can as well. It can get pretty warm, but it is going to definitely be cooler between the two. So if you're looking for a cooler area, Corona. If you're looking for a warmer weather, or if you just don't really care, then obviously there's not one place or another. Just maybe the other categories, maybe look into a little bit more to see what fits better for you and your family. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is development. Okay, in Lake Elsinore, they're building a ton. There's a lot of homes coming in Lake Elsinore. There's a lot of room to grow in Lake Elsinore versus Corona. Corona, there's not many new homes there, and it's basically pretty built out. Corona has been around for a very long time, so there are a lot of older homes there as well. But there's not a ton of development going on in Corona, which a lot of people like. A lot of people want to move to more an established area, something that's really been there for a while, that there's not a ton of construction going on. But Lake Elsinore, there is a ton of construction going on. There is a lot of growth happening in Lake Elsinore and a ton of things that are going there, which is a good thing. So if you're a younger family and you're okay with being in an area that's still growing and you want to be part of that, and also the good thing about that is because homes are still affordable now, when more things come and it grows even more, when things grow more, prices go up. So you're going to be getting a ton of equity in your home over the years as well. So that's a good thing about Lake Elsinore. If you're going to be there for a while, you're going to be buying a home and living in it for the next 5 to 10, 15 years, you're definitely going to see a ton of growth. You're going to tack on a lot of equity on your home because of the growth. Corona, like I said, because it's already built out and it has gotten really expensive, Lake Elsinore is that next city that's really going to take off. Because Corona being so expensive, I really feel like Lake Elsinore is going to be that next city that really takes off, and it has been. It's kind of crazy with all the new development that's been going on in Lake Elsinore. So depending on what fits your needs more, if you want to be somewhere where it's more established already, Corona is going to be for you. Or if you want to be a part of something that's still growing and there's a ton of growth and there's a ton of potential for growth, then check out Lake Elsinore for sure. Or if you want to be part of an area that has a ton of potential, a lot of area to grow, then definitely check out Lake Elsinore. That might be a better fit for you. And the last thing I'm going to mention on this list is going to be job proximity. Okay, so with Lake Elsinore, you are going to be a little bit further out. There are not a ton of jobs in Lake Elsinore itself. There's obviously restaurants, stores and stuff like that. But as far as like actual real jobs, there are a lot of warehouses in Lake Elsinore as well. But as far as being close to major big corporations or a lot of job opportunity, there's not really much there. So job proximity for you, you are going to be a little bit further out compared to Corona. Corona, obviously, you're not crazy close either, but you do have the easy access to the 91 and the 15 freeway, which puts you closer to those bigger jobs. There are going to be a little bit more job opportunities in Corona. So if that's something that's important to you, then definitely check out Corona over Lake Elsinore. But if you already have a job and you just need to find a good place, affordable place, a place where you can get in at a good price for you and your family, then definitely check out Lake Elsinore. So guys, I broke down both Lake Elsinore and Corona. Comparing the two, it really comes down to what fits you and your needs and what's best for you and your family. Both areas are good, both have their pros and cons. If you guys want any more information about Lake Elsinore or Corona, definitely reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help and answer any of your questions. And also, if you're looking to purchase a home out this way, make sure to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help and assist you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.